What's up everyone, Soldier First Class here. In today's mission, will Final Fantasy VII Remake feature multiple difficulties? With Final Fantasy having made the transition to more action-style formats and having seen the combat for ourselves at E3, I thought about the possibilities of multiple difficulty settings. Difficulty settings are a way to provide a challenging alternative for gamers who have already beaten the game or just enjoy harder challenges. Kingdom Hearts featured Proud Mode in early entries and recently received a critical mode in an update for Kingdom Hearts 3. In fact, Kingdom Hearts 3's critical mode may have saved the game from underwhelming reviews it received at launch. Some fans felt the game's difficulty, even on the highest one available, just wasn't challenging enough. I personally felt this way and was glad to see they listened to the criticism and released a new difficulty. So how would the Final Fantasy VII Remake benefit from multiple difficulties? Well, there's a few reasons, but I think the most important one is replayability. Now, I know this is Final Fantasy VII we're talking about, and multiple playthroughs are almost a guarantee, but a new difficulty setting could breathe fresh life into the game once the final credits roll. We don't know what type of post-game the first part will offer, and a harder difficulty could increase replay value for the game. God of War, my second favorite game series, featured several difficulty modes over the years, and more were unlocked upon completing one successfully. This not only helped breathe new life into the games, but provided alternative options and a sense of accomplishment when completing them. With the undetermined wait between the different parts of the remake, this could be the key to keeping people playing while we wait for the next installment. However, if the combat is balanced and challenging, the need for more difficulty settings may be lower. Should the combat provide enough of a challenge and gamers feel satisfied, then the fun gameplay could lend to multiple playthroughs on its own. Difficulty modes can also add unlockables as well, as trophy and achievement hunting is a large part of today's gaming market. Trophy hunters would most likely enjoy a hard mode in the remake, so they could feel accomplished when getting that coveted trophy. Plenty of games have had unlockables hidden behind a difficulty setting, and these just made the challenge all the more worth it. The Resident Evil 2 remake featured unlockable costumes upon beating the game on hardcore mode. It could also benefit the overall outlook of the remake. As I talked before, one of the biggest complaints about Kingdom Hearts 3 was that it was too easy even on the most difficult setting. Final Fantasy 15 was another game whose general reviews suffered because of a lack of combat difficulty. This could be avoided with the remake if a new difficulty setting was either unlocked post-game or given at the beginning. If you don't personally like the difficulty, switch it up and give it another go. This allows you to get the challenge you want if the base game doesn't provide that for you. On the other end of the spectrum, however, are the games that are punishingly difficult as a mechanic. The Souls series and Sekiro Shadows Die Twice come to mind. These games are notorious for their difficulty and are not for the faint of heart. Sekiro was actually under scrutiny for being deemed too hard, and some people were begging for alternative easier difficulties. I feel like this is the extreme for difficulty settings, and I don't see the remake benefiting from this model. Then there's games that use new mechanics specific to those difficulties. Fallout New Vegas featured a hard mode that created a new survival mechanic. Players had to survive the wasteland by eating, drinking, and getting regular sleep. It also caused ammunition to have weight and made inventory management a key component to survival. So what could a hard mode in Final Fantasy VII Remake look like? For starters, items could be harder to find and fewer chests could be packed into the game. Enemies could also become more difficult and feature more intelligent AI. Boss fights could be even bigger and more challenging by allowing them to access more power attacks more often. There's several things that Square could come up with that makes the game more difficult for those that are looking for that extra challenge. There's one type of difficulty modifier I've yet to cover in this video, and those are fan-made challenges. Several games have them, and they can make each playthrough unique. Two fan-made challenges that come to mind are the Nuzlocke challenge for Pokemon and the No Sphere Grid challenge in Final Fantasy X. The No Sphere Grid actually inspired other challenges, such as No Sphere Grid, No Summons, and No Overdrive challenge. These are some of the most difficult fan-made challenges and require you to know the game's mechanics from cover to cover. These challenges made every playthrough more difficult, but also gave the brave gamers who took them on a better understanding of their favorite games. I've actually thought of a few of my own challenges, and hopefully they'll be fun to try. I've thought about a No Materia run or a Buster Sword only run. The one problem with the Buster Sword is that for as iconic as it is, it becomes obsolete fairly quickly. It would be challenging and fun to use Cloud Signature Weapon to make the game more difficult. No Materia would also add a fun element, as Materia is a key component to combat and character building. This would make strategy even more important when deciding how to take down your enemies. Overall, with the action genre featuring difficulty settings in a lot of its most popular titles, the remake's first part could definitely benefit from more options. As gamers, we love more options, and adding things like a hard mode would provide those to us. Proud and critical modes have made Kingdom Hearts even more popular, and while the Final Fantasy VII Remake doesn't need a popularity boost, it could still definitely benefit from multiple difficulty settings. If new difficulty settings become an option, I'll definitely give it a shot. What about you, soldiers? Before I go, I'd like to give a shout out to my new patron, DJ Vortexan. Congrats on becoming a Soldier First Class, and thanks again for making my dream of becoming a full-time YouTuber that much closer to reality. You'll be receiving your special Discord role, and you're now entered into patron-only giveaways. Shout out to DJ and the rest of the ranks of Soldier. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to omnislash that like button. Let me know in the comments section below if you would like to see multiple difficulty settings, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell to join the ranks of Soldier today. And for all the latest Final Fantasy VII Remake news, rumors, and trailers, I'm Soldier First Class, and I'm on to the next mission. Later, guys.